Wheel sound.
Podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Really Good Podcast. I'm your really good host, Sinjin.
And I'm your really good host, Gus.
Woo! We're back for episode 2, season 2.
Episode 2, season 2.
2.
So when I was editing the podcast, I realized that a lot of what I do is just repeat you. So I'm going to try really hard today to be original. That's my goal.
And I'm going to try really, really hard to talk more.
Great. Oh my gosh.
We're ready. We can do this.
Yeah, we're doing a really good job.
Okay. So what do we need to do? Do we need to, what's been the happenings with you, or?
Sure. We
All right,
can what's been the happenings.
What's been the happenings?
So I've just been having a great summer. My best friend went away for 2 weeks.
It was a week and a half.
It felt like a month, but I've just been chilling, big vibes. I was basically I celebrated my birthday, and then right after that had happened, my mom and dad left on a trip. One of my other great friends, Andrea, shout out Andrea, left to Chicago for also what felt like a month, but it was a week and a half. And then you left at the same time. So really, I just have kind of been very alone, and it's been great. I've gotten time to recharge and really be thankful for having friends. But tell me about what you've been doing this wonderful summer away from the 170 degree heat.
Yes, I made it away. I went up to Oregon to visit family.
I love the drama of that. I made it away.
I made it away from the heat. No, yeah.
Yeah.
I went up to Oregon. I saw my family. We went on a girls trip.
Girls trip.
I got to see my cousin, my favorite person in the whole wide world.
Sorry.
I went on a wildlife safari. I got to ride a camel.
Amazing.
I found lots of rocks on the beach.
Love it.
I spent all of my money.
How? In Oregon?
Yeah.
In the wildlife?
Well, I bought this tiny turtle at the wildlife.
Oh, cute. And that was all your money?
Yeah. All of my money. No, but I was buying, it's one of the last summers that's going to feel super normal for my normal.
Right.
Because we're getting ready to sell my grandparents' house.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I spent 3 months of the year since I was a baby.
Right.
All the time. So this was one of the last summers that it was going to feel like summer and normal.
Yeah.
And so I went a little bit crazy and bought souvenirs from every place I went.
Oh, that's awesome, though. Yes. I love that.
I'm wearing one of them today, my Wallowa Lake shirt.
Oh, shout out Wallowa Lake.
Shout out Wally, the Wallowa Lake monster. That scarred me as a child every time we went boating. I got my boating license, too.
Which I just found out, which is insane. So apparently y'all out there can just get boating license.
There's a free course online for Nevada.
Ahoy.
And it's good for life.
Great.
And you have to get a boating license.
Which also for life is insane.
I know.
So you mean to tell me all these people I see out on the lake just got their boating license in 5 seconds, and they were like, yep, I can go wherever I want to.
It took me an hour and a half.
An hour and a half.
I test really well, though, and I can just skim through courses.
She cheated.
Yeah.
If you see her out on the lake, watch out.
No, I'm a good driver. I've been driving since I was 5.
Boats?
Legally, that's a lie.
for all you legals out there.
I was just kidding.
All right.
Wink? Did I do it?
Yeah.
I've been practicing.
You're not good at winking, huh?
I know.
It's hard.
It's hard out here.
Controlling both your eyes is it's a skill in itself.
I've learned to wink. Next, I'm gonna learn how to frog blink.
I hate that. I'm gonna wink to the camera. I think I just blinked. I think I closed both my eyes.
Am I frog blinking yet?
So I remember one time Sinjin was like, can you frog blink? And I was like, what does that even mean? She's like, it's when you like blink both of your eyes in succession of one another. And I was like, so if I go, and she's like, no, you just winked and then winked. And I said,
it has to be smooth. No, you close both. You go close, open, close, open, not close.
I feel really bad for our audio listeners. Hey, that's just another reason to go check out the
if
videos.
You're ever confused and you're listening to the audio, just go check out the YouTube at A Really Good Podcast.
Yeah.
And then you'll know.
Again, me just repeating you because I can't think of anything to say.
You just want to beat me so bad. It's okay.
I do. But yeah, go check it out. It's great. If it's anyone else who is not me and Sinjin, then they're lies. And they're not a really good podcast. They're really bad.
They're really bad impersonations.
Facts.
Impersonators.
What?
I don't know. Let's move on.
Great. I think that we should just get into our first spin.
I think so.
Great.
Hopefully you remember all the categories because we're not going to tell you them.
So red's debates, orange is hot takes, yellow is nostalgia, green is advice corner, teal is would you rather, blue is things that we like and that we're good at, and then purple is pop culture, and the other purple, which I guess is mauve, is Bermuda Circle, which is our conspiracy theories. You're welcome. All right, here we go.
I want to spin first.
Okay, go. Spin, 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 wheel sound, wheel sound, wheel sound, wheel sound. Ooh. This one is called In Our Wheelhouse.
One, two.
I think I'm going to keep that in.
No.
All right. So before Sinjin panicked and almost forgot what the category was called, we just spun In Our Wheelhouse. Are you ready?
I'm ready. You get to draw.
I get to draw?
Yeah, because I spun.
Ooh, baby.
Gosh, unprofessional. Doesn't know how this works.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's and that's the only part of the song that we can sing.
Oh, we're so good. Copyright?
All right, here we go, folks. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Oh, no. Is it mine? Did I spell something wrong?
No. I just don't know. I feel like... Okay, I'm just going to read it. How do you really feel most of the time?
That's definitely a you one, not me.
It's for both of us to answer.
Yeah, whatever.
I had my mic away. I had my mic away from my face. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for all of you. So how do you...
I think you should start. It's your question.
How do you really feel?
I think you should start. I need to gather my thoughts.
Sure. Okay. This is... I should premise that this category I wanted to add because I wanted something that was like a little bit like deeper kind of for the podcast. I know we talk about a lot of like silly things and stuff, but like we're people and like we deserve to have feelings too.
Yeah, we're not lizards or anything or aliens.
Sure, not yet. To be disclosed at a later time. I've actually been feeling pretty okay lately.
That's
Don't laugh.
I don't laugh. I was smiling because I love that you're feeling.
Yeah,
okay.
But I'm also insecure, so.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, I am someone who struggles with a lot of anxiety and partial depression and all of that stuff. And I have had a lot of growth.
You really have.
And thank you for noticing.
I notice things about you.
Yeah, when I'm not having panic attacks every day, we really tend to notice. Panic attack. Yep. They're really serious. And I don't think a lot of people really understand or know how serious they are sometimes. But they can do a lot, and you need to just really take a step back, tell yourself everything's okay. Everything's okay.
Period.
And just take a breath, and it's not that deep.
It's just life.
And it's just life. And which is hard to say lately because life is absolutely insane and everything's on fire. Yes. And
fire
just
and
go find a fan, go find a freezer, stand next to it for a couple seconds, take a cold shower if you can.
Lick an ice cube.
That's a great one, actually.
I like that one.
But yeah, I've been changing a lot of my attitudes.
Attitude.
Out of 10 out of 2. And I've been, my biggest thing lately has been, instead of saying I have to do this thing, it's I get to do this thing.
Yep, that mind shift.
And it is huge. Because some things, now you're just repeating me.
I know, I'm practicing.
Who wants to be who? But I feel like everything can feel like such a chore sometimes, and you have to do a lot of things, and you have to-do lists, and you have things going on. But yeah, I just feel like as long as you're like, you know what, I got to wake up today, and that's all that matters. I get to eat yummy food. I get to talk to people. I get to make friends. Or I get to yell at people if I'm really angry. But you get to do all those things. So, yeah, how do you really feel? I don't want to ramble too much about how great my life is.
How everything's going your way. Honestly, I think that I've been feeling pretty good.
Good.
Given everything that's going on, and I don't know, for a while there I was really not doing well. But I went to therapy. Shout out to you, Madison. Love you, girl.
Love that you're calling her by name.
I don't know what her last name is.
That's so fair.
I only know her by her first name. Anyway, but I think that was good for me. And I think that I'm figuring out life. Kind of.
Yeah.
Now that I'm in my mid-20s.
Lots of space for opportunity and exploration there.
Yeah. Anyway, but no, I think that a lot of my stress and my anxieties were lifted recently, which is really nice. And I think I'm just surrounding myself with people that I care about and people that support me. And I think that really makes a difference.
Oh, that's huge. We can't deal with people that aren't supporting us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't have we're very supportive people, I feel like.
Yes.
And you can't have a one-sided support system. Because then you often feel very, very pushed to the side, and it's hard for you to understand what you need and what you need to do. And I think that I'm working on figuring that out, which has been very, very helpful for me because I'm such a people pleaser.
Ooh.
That's my problem.
Felt that one.
But
that's part of the reason I don't want to debate with you half the time, because I just want to agree with you. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I love to debate because I love to be right. However, in every other aspect of my life, I want everyone else around me to be happy. And now I'm finally focusing on me and trying to figure out what makes me happy. Because Lord knows I don't know.
Period.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
It's all mushy. I don't like it.
You said that in the last podcast too. We were talking about something. You said mushy, and I said what?
I don't like it. I'm not an emotionally vulnerable person.
But we both just were. And we're getting better at it.
My hands are so clammy. Please feel them. I'm so scared.
No.
I can't open up emotionally.
Wow. All right. Wish I had a towel. You're fine.
You're mean to me. I'm never being emotionally vulnerable again.
Oh. Well, that was great. I think that's a good start. Yeah. We can. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're out there, Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, comment below.
Yeah.
Can you comment on Spotify? I'm sure you can.
I think you can. Definitely on YouTube.
If you can't comment on Spotify, you can leave a review. And if it's not 5 stars, don't leave your review.
Yeah, maybe the review shouldn't be like, hey, I've been going through a lot lately.
Sometimes those are good.
Oh, yeah,
It's oh, I've been going through a lot and this podcast really helped me.
That's true. I just meant like maybe don't trauma dump. Yeah.
You can trauma dump in the comments.
Yeah, or you
YouTube,
can DM us.
You can.
We'll talk to you. We're friendly.
Yeah. Gus will talk to you.
I'll talk to you.
I don't have the logins for anything anymore. I will get them and maybe I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
You can't DM me on my personal Instagram though because it's private and I don't check my requested messages. Love ya.
Takeaways, shout out therapy, shout out yourself.
And you can talk to Gus, not me.
Yep. Always.
Yay. All right. That was great.
We just build our feelings, and there's nothing better than to eat your feelings after you've spilled them.
Yay.
So we welcomed you to we are welcoming you. Anyone take grammar out there? We welcome you to a new segment that we like to call What You Really, Really Want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
We can't sing too much.
Can't sing the rest of it.
Just a little sneak peek for you guys.
Love you, copyright lawyers. So today we are introducing some of our favorite cravings, our favorite snacks in this segment.
I'm so excited.
And you want to tell them what we got today?
We got the summer staple, purple penguin.
Purple penguin.
Purple penguin.
Nice. I like that.
I was trying to think of purple rain, and now I can't think of how
purple penguin. And that's it.
Yeah.
Anyways, Purple Penguin is a snow cone shack here in Las Vegas. And they used to have a lot of like traveling snow cone stands, or shaved ice, some like to call it. I don't know if they're technically snow cones or shaved ice. Anyways, they're delicious. And I will tell you my flavors, and I'll put in a little video for our viewers of what it looked like when we got it. Clearly, snow cones are really hard to maintain, and or not eat in the car on the way back.
It's a long
to the
drive.
Studio. So, anyways, I got a pina colada and tiger's blood. Tiger's blood is like a strawberry coconut, so it's like strawberry coconut pineapple vibe. For those of you who like that, I love it. I get it every time.
I don't like it.
What'd you get?
I got lemon lime and root beer because I like to put Sprite in my root beer, and that's exactly what this tastes like.
I'm not gonna lie, I was skeptical at first, but I tried it and I actually really like it.
It's delicious. Don't knock it till you try it.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Every time we go.
And it looks like Yoda. It's like green and brown.
And yours looks like
red.
A bear murder scene in the winter.
Wow, that is so appetizing.
You said mine looks like Yoda, a little old green man.
He's watching you.
And that's why Yoda's on my side. Yoda best.
I didn't realize how hard these would be to eat and hold the microphone.
I'm trying really hard not to put the microphone close to my mouth. ASMR.
Nice. We we save money here. We don't need mic stands.
No, we don't.
We are the mic stands, and we also eat snow cones. So I brought a fun little story to go with my snow cones today.
I love a story, especially because I'm gonna put my microphone down and eat.
Great. So guess that means I don't get to eat. So today, in my tennis class, for those of you who aren't aware, I teach little kids tennis. It's very rewarding and very challenging all at the same time. But I had 2 kids that were pulled out of my class today because their class were getting snow cones. Like they had like a snow cone truck come to the preschool and they all got snow cones. And I was like, I wish.
Oh, to be in preschool again.
Right? To be in preschool with snow cones. I was like, I never got snow cones in preschool, I don't think. I can't remember back that far. Anyways, So yeah, basically they got pulled out for snow cones and everyone was like, where did they go? And I was like, oh, they got to go get snow cones. And this one kid, you would have thought that I like murdered his entire family. Like, he was so offended. He was like, no, they didn't get snow cones. They're getting shaved ice. And I said, whoa. I'm so sorry.
My bad, brother man.
I said, you know what? You're right. You're so right. And so then I like shifted the topic. I said, so what's everyone's favorite shaved ice flavors? And one girl was like, oh, I like grape. And this other boy was like, oh, I like watermelon. And then the same kid was like, well, I got a scrape when I was getting my shaved ice last time. And I was like, not a flavor, but pop off.
Pop off, kid.
He was just like, yeah, basically I got the snow cone and then I was walking and then I tripped and I fell and then I got the scrape, but the snow cone was really good.
I'm quite impressed that he could trip and fall and scrape his knee and not drop the shaved ice.
You know, he probably did drop the shaved ice.
And ate it anyway.
He probably ate it anyways.
Girl, me too.
Because why not? It seemed like that wasn't really a part of the story. I don't even think he mentioned dropping the shaved ice. He just mentioned that he had shaved ice within that time frame. Either way.
Children, man.
Children are crazy. What about you? What's you have any fun memories with shaved ice?
I have a snow cone machine.
Oh, you do have a snow cone machine.
You were supposed to borrow it for a party and then you never came and got it.
Yeah.
Because you don't like me.
There was a lot going on. That's not true. It was a big day and I felt like snow cones probably just would have been a little bit overzealous. Which, I'm sorry. What am I talking about? Everyone eats snow cones all the time.
Yeah.
I love snow cones. I could eat snow cones every moment of every day because it's literally just ice.
Exactly. I said that really loud. I apologize. No, but I can tell you about shaved ice. Specifically, my favorite form of shaved ice, which is shaved sweetened condensed milk, also known as bingsu. I went to bingsu last night.
TFTI.
Girl, you had rehearsal.
Pull me out.
I tried to.
Bring it to me.
Well, and it was delicious. We got strawberry cheesecake and Oreo.
Yeah,
But
for those of you who don't know
fact.
what bingsu is, it's basically, I mean, you just said it, I guess. But it's like shaved ice and they put condensed milk on it or in it.
It is
or it's shaved condensed
sweetened.
milk.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. It's just delicious is what it is.
It's so good. I can't tell you where to go for it because then it'll be busy. And it's already busy.
But I guess now everyone's going to go to Purple Penguin, so.
That's okay. We don't go very often.
True.
It's out of our way.
Yeah, it's a little out of the way, which is why we had to eat most of it on the way here. But shout out Purple Penguin. Go find yourself a snow cone today.
Yeah, make it.
Because it's 100 and probably 10 at this rate. I don't know.
No, it's just 100. And sunny.
Oh, just 100 and sunny. Lovely.
Hey, it could be way worse.
It could be way worse. There, I am repeating you again.
You just won't be me so bad. Okay.
I'm going to let Sinjin continue to eat her yummy snow cone. And while she does so, I'm going to spin the wheel.
Woo.
Here we go. I'm going to spin it this way. What will it be?
Lello.
Yellow. We're going down memory lane.
Yay. Bum, bum, bum. It's my turn to draw.
It's your turn.
It's my turn to draw.
Yes,
You can have some of
your
yours.
turn.
It is my turn.
It's your turn.
I want
Girls.
this one.
Okay, here we go.
I have to burp. Amusement park stories.
Oh, that's fun. with our snow cones.
So cute. So fun.
I love it.
It's got little drawings of roller coasters and a Ferris wheel.
Thank you. I worked really hard on these. Some
I
of us
know.
just like to write on them.
That's because how often have we shown them? Not very often. No. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with this. What's your favorite amusement park?
Six Flags.
Great. I'm a Disney person, so
I do love Disneyland.
I love both of them. Yeah,
also
we
love
we
Knott's
love
Berry Farm.
we don't discriminate a good amusement park.
No, we love it. Just for different things, you know?
Right.
Because, like, Six Flags is for the rides, Disneyland's for the vibes. And Knott's Berry Farm is for both.
I've still never been.
Let's go.
Yeah, I heard it's great.
I like it. They have boysenberries? Huckleberries?
I thought you were just gonna say boys,
They do have boys.
men, more specifically.
Yes, because we're adults.
Yep.
Don't make it creepy.
Nope. Okay. So, one of my favorite stories to tell is when I went to SeaWorld. We don't
like SeaWorld.
we don't support SeaWorld, okay? But I was a kid. What was I supposed to do? Be like, no. I was like 7 and I wanted to see whales. So, anyways, we went to SeaWorld and we got kind of like not lost. There was just a really large crowd. And I was with all my brothers and sisters. There's 5 of us. And I just remember my dad, he has this big like barrel whistle, which I never inherited. I can't whistle to save my life. Can you?
No, but I remember trying to teach you how to whistle back in 2020.
Right, which is what led me to believe that you could whistle.
I can whistle. Did I
just
say no?
asked you. You said
I thought
no.
you meant like the barrel whistle.
Oh, no. But you can whistle.
I can whistle. I can bristle.
Right.
I can do in
and
and
I
out.
can go.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yep, that's
Okay.
about it. Anyways, but my dad's is like, might as well just be like hey, you know, like it's very loud. So yeah, we got lost in a crowd and we couldn't find our parents. And I just remember that specifically. He whistled in front of a bajillion people. We were like, it was like echolocation.
I said, Dad,
And I was
is
like,
that you?
he's there.
That way.
It's like when a young whale gets lost from his pod.
My best friend growing up, her family, she had 5 brothers and sisters, so there were 6 of them total.
Wow.
And they all had their own whistle that their dad would do to like call them.
What?
It was wild. And I was there so much I got my own whistle too. I
Jealous.
said, best friends.
I want to
It was
whistle.
really cool.
I mean, we did have one, but it was more
Just like a general whistle.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Colloquial.
It was cool.
What
I thought it was so fun.
about you? Do you have any fun amusement park stories?
Well, I can say the very first time I took you to Six Flags, I got to decide which ride we went on. Very first. Because we went with 2 of our friends at the time, and they had only gone on like a band trip, so they didn't really know much of the rides. I knew the rides very well. And I was like, let's start out with something good, like something easy, something fun. So, of course, we went to the only ride you can start with, which is X2. And no one else had ever ridden that ride that we went with except for me. And that one is fun because you're like in a little chair and your feet are dangling.
Fun.
And you go really fast and you spin around and you go upside down. Anyway, but I was like, yeah, like if you can do this one, everything's
You're
gonna be
making
fine.
this sound like It's a Small World. Listen. I drove us to California. I was tired. I was depleted. And you know what? Maybe that's on me. I get that.
I offered to drive to Barstow.
I got off of X2. Surprisingly got on to X2 because walking up, it's one of those cues that's like, hey, just to let you know,
You might pass out.
yeah, like you're gonna be on like a high speed, high velocity, multiple turns, multiple twists, really jerky kind of roller coaster. And I'm like, yeah, like they all say that. You know what I mean?
They do.
But I don't think it was until I saw the flames shoot out of the side of the roller coaster I said, oh, yeah, maybe there's something going on here.
Dazzle.
I got off of that ride. And which, first of all, can I just say, when you get into the ride, you have to like lay down and I said, oh, we're not like sitting up. That's not what we do here. You have to literally lay down into your what do you even call that?
It's a seat.
Into your seat. And then you are, after they come and push down the bar on you.
They just want to make sure
because God forbid you have 1 inch of room and go flying out of this roller coaster.
He had to take his Crocs off too.
I had to take my Crocs off, and so I automatically just felt so insecure and naked to the world. Anyways, so yeah, your dogs are out and you're just literally hoping that you don't lose them. And you're laying backwards, and then it's like, all right, we're ready to go. And then it goes boop and makes you go forward.
Yeah.
And I said, wait, what? So I'm laying backwards, and then we're going up. And then it goes, and now I'm facing forward and down and upside down, but going backwards.
You're just facing all the directions.
And I said, this is just far too much for anyone to handle. I thought I was gonna literally lose a limb.
But then all the other rides were fun because they were calm and tame compared to that one. I mean, really, you're welcome.
Listen, just make sure that you are like well hydrated, because when I got off of that ride, I was like, guys, you would have thought that I was like 40 years old. I was like, I need to sit down.
He was so funny. He goes, I need chicken strips.
I did say that. It was
I said, all right, let's go get some chicken strips.
I very distinctly remembered seeing chicken strips, and so I was like, I need
sustenance. I need and food. Specifically chicken strips.
Because it's a crazy feeling when you go through something that makes you want to throw up, but you have nothing to throw up. So you're just kind of like, well, I guess I'm just gonna pass out maybe. I don't know.
But you should be very well hydrated when you go to a park.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I wasn't in the car because I didn't want to pee. Though. Yeah,
I was dehydrated. We had just gone to a concert the night before.
Yeah,
that was the worst day of my life, by the way. Not the concert. This part.
Shout out 17.
Shout out. Say the name 17. Anyway, but then I convinced us to go to Six Flags because we bought season passes when we had gone originally. Mm-hmm. And so we go. It's like 10 a.m. on a Wednesday. No one is there. We are booking it to our favorite ride, which was Tatsu. Mm-hmm. Look it up. I'm not going to explain it. Anyway, you have to go up all these stairs. And Six Flags in California, there are so many hills.
Yeah.
And now I was dehydrated because I didn't drink a lot at the concert, because Lord knows I was not going pee during that because, first of all, ew. Second of all, I paid so much money to see them. And then I wasn't drinking a lot of water because we had like an hour drive to Six Flags from where the concert was. So I wasn't drinking water then. And I hadn't been drinking water the day before because we drove to the concert. So I was severely dehydrated. Anyway, we were booking it to this ride. And there's a lot of stairs to go up this ride. And I was trying to power through. I did not feel good at this point. I was like, my head hurts. Everything hurts. We get to the top. I look at Gus and I just go, and I threw up. I tried to catch it in my hands. The poor teenage attendant that was working was like, you okay?
He looked terrified.
He just calmly handed me some paper towels.
He said, oh, you good?
Yeah.
He was like, you haven't even been on the ride yet.
Oh, I know. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna. And then I was just like, he thinks that I'm afraid of roller coasters. And then,
isn't that crazy? Sorry, you can like,
no, you do your interjection.
But isn't that so crazy that like in moments like that, when your social anxiety kicks in and you're like, I feel so unwell, but also like, don't look at me. Please don't look at me.
I just remember standing there like this, trying to hide. Anyway, then we
I
went
was
down.
doing a pretty good job covering you up.
Yeah.
I'm a big shield.
Then we went down the stairs because I was like, I'm not riding this ride. So we went down the stairs. I went in the bathroom and cleaned myself up and blah, blah, blah. Then I get a call from my sister-in-law that they're putting their dog down. That day, I said, Gus, we need to leave so that I can say goodbye. So I drove all the way home and Gus slept in the car.
Felt awful. I was truly there for the ride. And also we were driving her car and there were a lot of other factors in this, but one of them was that I was very, very tired and I felt really, really bad because I wanted to go to Six Flags. I know you did, and we had planned on it. And then we kind of got there, and then that happened, and then we just kind of were like, well, you clearly were unwell. I low-key was kind of like, well, I'm really tired because of the concert before, and so
we just needed to leave.
Yeah, we just needed to go home.
And I was not in the mood to talk to him, so I was very grateful that he fell asleep, but I think it was so funny because I was like, I was in emotional distress. I did not feel well, and he said, you good? And then turned over and went to sleep.
You okay?
Literally what happened. I was like, okay.
You said it was good for you, though. You needed a moment.
It was good for me. I just played my music.
Yeah.
I cried to my music. I looked at him to make sure he was still asleep. And then he wandered around the store while I sobbed hysterically. Because I had to say goodbye to Bentley.
Such a cool puppy.
But yes, so.
Lots of stuff from amusement parks.
Maybe we'll have some more stories, though. We have,
I hope so,
New Year's bingo cards.
We do.
And if we get a blackout, we're going to Disneyland.
Yeah. Or if we just get a single bingo.
Yeah. Or if we just do one of the things on there.
Yeah. There's a free space.
Yeah. Basically, we're going to Disneyland. I've already decided.
Did I ever tell you about how I used to be scared of Disneyland?
Yes.
The characters. The people, the mascot, the people in the suits. The people in the suits and the
I loved the people.
Yeah, they used to scare me so much. And I remember one time, not this turning into traumatic stories about amusement parks, but just one time. This will be my last thing, I promise. But we were driving to Prim, and because we were young and naive, me and all my siblings were in the car with my dad and my mom, and they told us some weird story about like my mom had to go out to Prim for work that day. If you don't know what Prim is, it's basically like an hour outside of Las Vegas, and
like
she works on the strip. Thing, so literally, like, why would she have to go to Prim for work? Anyways, so they're driving, and then about like once we like kind of reach Prim and pass it is obviously when it's like, what's
where we're going
happening? And then also, so all of this in this one foul swoop, we realized there's suitcases
in the back seat.
In the back seat. Why? And then they were like, okay, we're going to Disneyland. My siblings having the time of their lives. Me sobbing hysterically. I don't want to go. I don't know. I was so afraid of all of the people. And now it's like my favorite place in the world. It's so funny how those things work out, you know?
It is funny. When I was like 5, my parents left me in the car at Disneyland.
What?
They forgot me in my car seat.
No. Wait, what?
They claim it wasn't for very long, but I'm pretty sure they almost made it to the tram. And then they were like, ah, crap. And had to go back and get me. But I was an obedient, quiet little child, so I just sat there. And then I got a bead stuck up my nose that same trip from a Mickey Mouse bracelet.
Is it still there?
In my nose? No, my dad blew it out.
Oh.
No,
she has great parents. You have great parents.
I do. They're very attentive.
Don't get it twisted.
You can't call CPS. I'm not a child anymore.
Work.
Although I threaten it all the time.
Yeah. What's your favorite amusement park? Where do you go to?
Leave it below. Or wherever.
Hi, folks. I have some really sad news as we move into our next segment.
Yeah.
I just discovered that my camera wasn't recording.
The guest cam was
down for the last segment. So
that's okay, because you can see my beautiful face that whole time.
Yeah, you can watch Sinjin. We have the wide shot still
so
going.
You can still see
Shout out to the wide
facial expressions.
Yeah. So it'll just look really funny because I'll be looking over here like reacting,
making facial expressions. He's gonna glare that direction for quite a while.
I should just move and
stick into my frame. I was like, I think I'm out of my frame for a second there, but
okay. Well, that's
comes
okay.
With the territory.
Yeah,
we're learning.
We are. we're. I was gonna say we're new, but we're not new.
We're new to this part.
We are new to this part. So cut us some slack.
We're working on it.
Stop. You're about to comment.
Don't be mean
comments.
to us.
Don't do it, please.
We already talked about how we're sensitive at the beginning of the pod.
If my camera's down, don't do it. don't do it. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. It's time for our next mini segment.
This is my nightmare.
This is a mini segment that we like to call Highway to Spell. Highway to Spell. I can't wait for us to get monetized or demonetized. Not necessarily for like singing the whole parody songs, but for singing. I think we've sung like 6 parody songs.
Yeah. Well, to get demonetized, we kind of need to be monetized. So tell your friends to watch the pod.
Anyways, so we prepared some words that we think that the other person might have trouble spelling. You can also feel free to play along at home. It's a lot of fun. Unless you hate spelling.
I hate spelling.
Yeah, we kind of hate spelling. I think that I'm going to do really good, though.
I'm going to do really, really bad. But to preface this, I teach kindergarten. So all I teach is how to sound things out so I can spell phonetically really, really well. However.
Which I still can't believe. They be spelling like police officer. I remember one time I went into Sinjin's class and I saw it on the board. It was like
Pole.
Pole.
P-O-L-E.
P-O-L-E. S. And then like
O-F-I-S-R.
S-R.
Police officer.
Police officer.
Hey, at least they got that long O sound.
Pulsificer.
Pulsificer.
Anyways. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah. Do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay. So your word that you have to spell is idiosyncrasy.
Okay.
You cannot have a definition because I don't.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask for a definition, but
it means you're dumb.
Idiosyncrasy. I'm holding my microphone and writing at the same time, so this is a little
I feel like I should be talking you through this and like talking to the viewers out there, but I just want to see how his spelling goes. All right, spell it for us.
Ready? I.
Mm-hmm.
You're like wrong. I D
mm-hmm.
I
mm-hmm.
O
mm-hmm.
S
mm-hmm.
Y
mm-hmm.
N
mm-hmm.
C
mm-hmm.
R
mm-hmm.
A
mm-hmm.
C.
Mm-mm.
You're lying. S-Y?
S-Y.
I was only one off. You know what? If that makes me an idiosyncrasy, then so be it.
I know what idiosyncrasy means, and I can't give you a definition.
I have no idea what it means. Idiosyncrasy?
I can't.
When idiots are in sync?
Yeah. Boo.
I give
Rookie
myself,
mistake.
Honestly, I give myself A+.
I'd give you an A.
I wrote plus A, didn't I? Plus
Yeah,
A.
you did.
LMAO.
That's why you're not a teacher.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
All right.
This is gonna just be embarrassing for me.
Here we go.
Oh no.
To preface this, I chose words from a 5th grade level
You're not supposed to
catalog.
tell them that.
Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Camouflage.
Oh no.
Do you want a definition?
Yeah.
To blend into something. Camouflage. When people wear
Ow.
camouflage pants, I often say, "Hey, where did your legs go?" Camouflage. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Camouflage.
you drew a smiley face. I thought that you were like, or it could be spelled this way.
It could be. Hold on.
No, only the one. Only the one.
Is there a D? Camouflage.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, are you ready?
Do you want my first rendition or my second rendition?
I want your first one
Okay.
because I can tell you right now there's no D in camouflage. It
Are
does.
you
It
sure?
does not rhyme with
Flouge.
dodge.
I don't think I know how to spell dodge either. Okay, C A
Uh huh.
M
Uh huh.
O
Uh huh.
F.
Wrong.
Is it PH?
No, that's not your problem.
Is there an E? Cameo.
I mean there is an E, but it's not in the middle.
Louge. Camouflage.
What are you? Oh Lord.
How do you spell it?
Ready?
Yeah.
So CAMO.
Yeah, I got that part.
U.
You.
Yeah.
Wrong.
And then FLAGE.
Why?
So it looks like camouflage.
Camouflage.
Yep.
Everyone just says camo.
And that's why. All right. What's my next one? Are you still looking at
It
it?
looks wrong. I think I should spell things the way they should be spelled. All right. I like that you're giving me camouflage and I'm giving you idiosyncrasy. Okay, your next word. Automatopoeia.
Dang it. Okay. Okay.
Do you want a definition?
Onomano.
It's a sound. Like boom.
Like
clack.
boom.
Meow.
Let's start with O.
Onomatopoeia.
Oh, that just looks so wrong. There's no way it's all O's. Onomano? No. It could be. No. I think that there's another A somewhere in here. I'm gonna... I feel like it's onomano. Onomano? Can you say it again?
Onomatopoeia.
Onomano. Spell it. Onomano. You know what? Let's stick with the all O's. We're bound to get some right. Ready?
Yeah.
O.
Okay.
N.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this doesn't help anybody. O N O
Uh-huh.
M
Okay.
O
Nope. A.
A
Mm-hmm.
N O.
T-A. Onomata.
What?
Onomatopoeia.
Onomata?
Onomatopoeia.
Onomana.
Mata.
Mata?
Mata.
What's the matter with you? Wait, so O N
O.
O
M.
M
A. T.
O
A.
A. Ono
Mata.
Mata. P-I-A.
P-O.
P-E-E.
P-O-E-I-A.
What?
Onomatopoeia.
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Carlson. That was my teacher who taught me onomatopoeias.
Oh. I don't teach anyone onomatopoeias.
All right. Are you ready?
I don't like this one. It hurts my feelings. I'm ready.
Accommodate.
Oh. I should know how to spell this. I used to have to write in people's accommodations, so you'd think I'd know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, when you worked at the law school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, St. John used to accommodate for people. That's your definition. Or I guess you use in a sentence. Okay, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
A.
Uh-huh.
C. C.
Yep.
O.
Uh-huh.
M.
Uh-huh.
A.
Nope.
O.
Nope.
E.
Nope.
Couldn't tell you. I.
No.
You.
No.
Nothing. D.
Start. You know what the last four letters are, right?
D-A-T-E.
Yeah. So ACCO
Mm-hmm.
MM. So a double C and a double M.
Ugh.
Yeah, don't you hate that?
Yeah. Is there an A in there? M-M. Date?
MMO.
Oh, I knew it was an O.
A commo.
A commo.
Accommodate.
A commo date.
Yeah.
I was close though. That's pretty good for me.
That was great. Yeah. I give it like a B.
I give it an A++.
A plus. Just give
For
all of them A++.
effort.
All right. What's my last one?
Your final word is
Uh-huh.
pseudonym.
Oh, I know this one. I'm about to feel so smart or so dumb. I might have the E and the U in the wrong place, but you know what? I know that it starts with a P.
Mm-hmm.
P-S.
Mm-hmm.
E-U.
Mm-hmm.
D-O.
Mm-hmm.
N-Y-M.
Yeah.
Amazing. Let's go
Got
pseudonym.
My
Honestly, I've lived my whole life with a pseudonym.
Yeah. People don't know your real name.
Yeah, they don't, and they never will.
I know it.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Blind. No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't know how to
that was
spell
a
blind
that was a
for
dig
a
at Sinjin because before this she was like, "Is blind spelled with an E?"
Why is it a long I?
I said, "Girl." Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Plane.
Which plane?
Like the one that you fly.
Plane.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah.
Spell it.
Plane. Which one is it? Now I feel dumb.
No, you're right.
I was like, there's plane like a plane.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to gaslight you for 2 seconds.
You love to gaslight me.
But yeah, no, I had trouble for some reason. I always had trouble with plane and plane growing up. So
Oh, I have to teach the difference.
right. I guess I should
Because in
have seen
kindergarten,
that one coming.
they learn the blend pull,
Oh,
and they learn long vowel
Annie.
silent E.
Planny.
So they learn that one, and they learn double vowels
Balloon.
AI. So I know both of them.
Great.
I hated that.
And that's highway to spell.
Yay.
We've spelled. We've spilled.
We've snacked.
And now,
It's our final spin.
final spin,
Bum,
baby.
bum,
Bump,
bum,
bump,
bum,
bump,
bum.
bump,
And it's
bump,
my
bump,
turn.
bump. And it's Sinjan's turn. Here we go. Ready?
1, 2, skiddly doo. I thought I was going to do that way harder than I did. Oh.
Ooh, we haven't done this one yet. It's the, what's it called? What's it called? You know what it's called?
I don't know what it's called.
It's called Turning Point.
Ah.
One of us said it's the podcast.
One of us is just the face.
Are you ready for a little Would You Rather?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I love it.
The power of the draw. You know what that's from?
Nope.
It's all right. Just another company that could copyright us. Here we go. Ready? Would you wow, a lot of feeling related things today.
No.
You're like, I wanted to decide if I would like
I wanted to fight a
adopt
chicken.
1,000 bears or 1,000 horses. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Would you rather know exactly how everyone feels about you or everyone know how you feel about them? I'm not gonna lie, I can take a lot of heat, so I would rather actually no, I would rather know how everyone feels about wait, hold on, am I reading this right? How everyone feels about you or how you feel about them? Oh
I don't want people to know how I feel about them.
tell me why I was like, oh, everyone just knows how I feel. Not necessarily about them. They just know how I feel all the time.
How you feel all the time? No.
They're like, oh, Gus is really anxious today. That's kind of tough.
I honestly think that if this was like a real scenario, I would have to pick me knowing how everyone feels about me, because I teach kindergarten.
Ooh.
And if those kindergarteners knew sometimes how I feel about what they're doing, like, that's not good for them.
Right.
Now, it's not good for me either to know how people feel about me, because I'm sensitive. But
one kid's like,
man, Miss
hate
Goon
you,
looks
Miss Goon.
dumb today. I'd be like, they think I'm dumb. So I would have to pick that, though. I would sacrifice my mental well-being for theirs.
yeah, it's one of those things where, like, it's kind of like, I feel like in my head, how many intro statements can I make before I say how I feel?
Yeah, you're just really getting there.
It's kind of like when the other thing.
And when you like.
And when you feel that way
like,
about the one.
And it is,
It's really that way sometimes.
I agree. The end.
So I feel like.
I think.
Sometimes I would love to know what everyone thinks about me. Mm-hmm. And then it's like there's probably a reason that you don't, because you would probably just turn into a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, I feel like it's. No, I'm doing the like.
Well, I think. And it's kind of
and
like.
I think that it's like
and
this.
when you like.
And then you take her to your penthouse and you freak it. No. I lost my train of thought.
Great.
Oh, no. Because even like people who genuinely like love you can have moments where they're like, oh, I'm going to strangle you. And I think that would hurt me more.
You see, honestly, though, I think that it would help a lot of people. Like, I cannot stand when someone's, like, not being honest with me. And I would hope that, like, people in an honest relationship or close relationship with me would feel comfortable enough to be like, hey, I've had enough. Or, like, hey, like, I need to, like, step back for a minute, you know?
Right.
Like, as opposed to them being like, yeah, like, it's so much fun, but like I have to go. Oh,
I have
and it's
other
like
plans.
But then they're walking away, and you're like, you don't have to go anywhere.
You don't like me.
I can read your thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know. But honestly, I'm kind of judgy. I don't think people need to know what I think about them.
I'm kind of judgy.
I'm pretty judgy, like in my mind. I'm super nice to people, like in person. And it's not that I'm two-faced, but like I understand when it's differences of personality that I don't necessarily like.
Sure.
As opposed to the person. But I think that sometimes, like, if they could hear what's going on in my head, they wouldn't be able to separate and know, like, oh, I just don't like that. You know?
Yeah.
Because I think everyone has redeeming qualities, and I think everyone is nice, and, like, you can get along with almost everyone. But there are some differences in personality that just really grind my gears, and they make me be like, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Right. So would you care if they knew how you felt about them?
Yeah. Because I'm a people pleaser. Duh. Plus, if I knew how everyone felt about me, I could people please even better.
I guess that's true.
Because if they're like, Sinjin is too... I'm not talkative. Sinjin's too quiet. I wouldn't talk more. I'm not a talkative person.
Not a talkative person.
Has a podcast.
That's
because I have a best friend who's very talkative.
Oh, I try. A lot of the times, though, when I'm on this podcast, I just be like winging it. You know what I mean?
I know, but I sometimes feel like you talk way more than I do. I think I listen to you more.
Oh, well.
But that's my thing. I can't talk.
I know, I have a lot to say.
You do, and I appreciate hearing it.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to say.
That's a lie. You have lots to say.
I do. I just choose not to share it.
Yeah. So in that case,
I would rather know how everyone feels about me than them know how I feel about them.
Copy. Honestly, I feel like everyone does know how I feel about them. Is that bad? I don't want to waste anyone's time necessarily, and I don't want to sound mean when I say that, but it's like if I just like don't vibe with you, like it's nothing personal per se. It's just like we just don't meld, like we don't vibe. And it's like I'm not gonna, necessarily like waste my time trying to like get you to get on board with my vibe. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just want you to live your best life. And like, if that vibe doesn't include my vibe, then like, let's just live our best lives separately.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be fine if everyone knew how I felt about them.
Yeah, but like, there's some people that you have to interact with. Like in a work setting. I don't like all of my coworkers, so I wouldn't want them to know, like,
yeah, but
I don't
also
like
like
you.
who likes all their coworkers? You know what I mean? Like, let's like let's be real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, what if you don't like my boyfriend when I have one?
Well, then,
And you have to interact with him because we are always together.
girl, I don't have to do anything.
No, we're always together. You don't like me.
I don't know. I guess he would know.
Ew, that makes me feel icky.
Because in this scenario, everyone knows how I feel about them.
Ugh.
But then you would, so this actually works out for us really well though, because you would get to know how they feel about you.
Mm-hmm.
And then they know how I feel about them. So then we can like kind of trade. You know what I mean? Trade information and be like,
but girl, I'm going to know how you feel about me regardless. Because I know how everyone feels about me, and everyone knows how you feel about them. So ours just cancel out because...
Yeah, you're right. Oh, well.
Oh, well. Good thing it's a hypothetical because I think I'd lose my mind.
I'd probably lose my mind, too.
I want to cry just thinking about it. I'm done. I don't like it. The end.
Alrighty, folks. Well, here you have it.
It was a really good episode.
Really good episode. Lots of feelings.
Wheelie in our feelings.
Yep. So make sure that you find a therapist or someone to talk to after this if you need it. Just not St. John's DMs.
Nope.
Because they're on private and she won't answer you.
I won't.
Have a great day. Make sure to follow us at Wheelie Good Podcast on Instagram and the YouTubes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can listen to our podcast audibly. It's kind of silly that we tell them to listen to it at the very end.
I know.
As if they like
but
didn't.
If they just stumble upon
That's true.
the YouTube video or something, they could find it.
You can go listen to it audibly. And you can go listen to season 1. You can have the best time of your life. It's great. Cheers.
Bye.
Have a really good day.
Love ya. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.